Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with part 2 of our survey of the Solti. What's a Solti? The Georg Solti opera boxes. And here is number 2, devoted to Mozart. 15 fun-filled CDs containing all of the major Mozart operas, but these are not complete sets. In other words, he duplicated some of them, but you only get one, generally the earlier one, which is generally the better one. It's okay. It works out perfectly well. So we begin. I'm actually going to do it with the booklet because I get to the cast list more completely that way. Now, one thing I do want to say, someone asked whether librettos are included in these sets, and I said, of course not. Are you on drugs? What, are you kidding? Well, it's a little bit more nuanced than that, because you do get a bonus CD Rom with the librettos contained. So yeah, the answer is yes, but you have to access them. You don't get like booklets. I'm very old-fashioned that way. Oh my goodness. It's morning and it's finster and she's running up on her cat tree thing. Okay, we begin with Cose fan tutte with Pilar Lorengar and Teresa Berganza and Tom Krause and Ryland Davies and Jane Berbier and Gabrielle Bacquier. And this is with, let's see, the London Phil. Is this the earliest one? Well, this is 1974. It's a good Cose. It's not a great Cose. I think that Lorengar as Fior di Ligi is a little bit on the rough side. And I really like Berganza. She's a wonderful singer. She always was. The guys, Tom Krause and Ryland Davies, are good. Cose is a 6-person opera, essentially, right? And they all have to be marvelous. And it does require a certain sophistication of conducting that wasn't Solti's métier. He was an exciting conductor. He was a very good opera conductor. He did his best work, I think, in the opera house. But, there were the Karl Böhm Cose and the earlier Karajan Cose and then all the period instrument Coses and things. And they were all, I think, maybe a little bit better. So it's good. It's good. You're not going to scream and yell and carry on and rend your garments in despair. Next, Don Giovanni. I like this Don Giovanni. It's exciting. It is. With Bernd Weichel, Kurt Mahl as the commendatory, Margaret Price, a lovely Donna Anna. She had such a beautiful voice. She's a singer who seldom gets the attention I think that she deserves. She never made a bad record, did she? She was just a wonderful singer. Stuart Burroughs as Ottavio, Sylvia Sash, she's Hungarian, you pronounce it some way. And don't pronounce it for me or I will delete you forever. I'm telling you now, we're not doing this. I noticed there are a lot of new people. Hi, new people. Thank you for subscribing. I'd love to have you. Let me just tell you the one rule. We do not argue about pronunciation, ever. Anybody who corrects my pronunciation or anyone else's gets immediately banned. That's the rule. So now you know. You've been warned. All right, Shash is Donna Elvira. She was always an exciting, fiery kind of singer. And Gabrielle Bacquier again is Leporello. And Lucia Pop is Zerlina. And Mazzetto is Alfred Sramek, as if anyone cares. And this is also with the London Phil. Nobody talks about this Don Giovanni, it seems to me, but they should, because it really is a rip-roaring, exciting performance of the opera. I liked it very much. Then we get the Abduction from the Seragio. Oh, yes, with Edita Gruberova, Kathleen Battle, Gustav Winberg, Heinz Zednik, Marty Talvala. I love this Abduction from the Seragio. This is another. It's exciting. It's fabulously well sung. It has, all of the muscle that I think Mozart needs. Solti was a muscular conductor. And in this particular opera, I think he was at his absolute best. The tempos are all really well chosen, quick enough to get your pulse racing, but he's not, just whizzing through it perfunctorily. I think everyone has a really good time doing this opera. I really do. It's with the Vienna Phil. It's absolutely lovely. So then we've got Marriage of Figaro. This was so famous. This was a reference recording. It was one of the first Mozart complete digital operas. It has Kiri Takanawa as the Countess. It was one of her signature roles. And Thomas Allen as Almaviva, pardon me, Lucia Pop as Susanna, Sam Raimi as Figaro, Frederica Fonstade as Cherubino. I mean, what a wonderful cast, terrific cast. It's a wonderful performance, and it got kind of shunted aside when all of the period instrument stuff started happening, but it's still an absolutely beautiful performance. Philip Langridge as Don Corzio. I mean, Robert Tier as Basilio. Really a fantastic cast. It's with the London Phil, and it's held up. It's held up very, very well over the years. I listen to it once in a while, and I always enjoy it. I really do. Then we've got the Zauberflute. Now, for Zauberflute, Solti did it twice. He did a digital remake. They're both excellent. They really are. But this earlier one, I think, had just a little bit more cojones than the later one. I don't know. I mean, I like the sonics better, to be honest with you. You've got, let's see, who's doing this? Marty Talvala is Sarastro, and Stuart Burrows is Tamino, and Fischer Dieskel is the Sprecher. He's a Sprecher. Actually, he was often a Sprecher when he was still a Zanger. As we all know, he was a barker, too. Let's see. We have a bunch of priests, and the Queen of the Night is Christina Dudicum. She's a little controversial. Remember, she had that sort of bizarre coloratura where she's always going, But she got the notes. So she only has 2 arias, so who cares? Pamina is Pilar Lorengar. And then you've got the 3 ladies, and Papageno is Hermann Prey, who's fabulous. That was like his signature role. Papagena is Renata Holm. Monostatos is Gerhard Stolze. Oh, boy. And look at this. You've even got Rene Colo as the first armed man. I mean, really, it's 1971. It's very, very early. Oh, it's recorded in 69. It's that early. It's a first-rate Magic Flute. It really is. It remains so to this day. And then, let's see what else we have. Oh, on the bonus CD with the libretti and other hoogie-googies, you have Solti's earliest recordings, which is now in the Solti in Europe box. He does the violin sonata with Georg Kuhlenkamp, violin sonata number 32. Did you realize that Mozart wrote like dozens of violin sonatas that no one cares about? And with good reason. And the piano quartet number 1 in G minor with the Mellows Quartet, and piano concerto number 20 with Solti playing the piano with the English Chamber Orchestra, which is okay. And he was a good pianist, but that was sort of a vanity record. So there we have it. Solti does Mozart. It's very funny. You wouldn't think it, but Mozart was one of his strengths in the opera house, not in the concert hall. He does a wonderful job with these things. And so, there they are. It's a great box. It's unavailable. I just checked. It's out of print. This really could be in a ripe for reissue video as well. I'll probably categorize it thusly because, of course, it's out of print. Why? They left the Verdi in print, but this they deleted. I mean, it's a set. It goes as a set. You should sell it and promote it as a set. It was really nice to have these. They're very convenient. They really are. And good stuff. And I'm happy to do these also because it gives me a chance to be nice to Solti, who I often am not too interested in the concert situation. Although we made some wonderful records there too. I mean, everybody has their strengths. Everybody has their good days and bad days. But in the opera house, Solti had very, very many good days. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.